As students head back to school, we also want to focus on the well-being of their parents. The U.S. Surgeon General issuing an advisory today highlighting the urgent need to better support parents, caregivers, and families. That new report found over the last decade, parents have been consistently more likely to report high levels of stress compared to other adults. In fact, in the past month, 1/3 of parents reported high stress compared to 1/5 of other adults. When stress is severe or prolonged, it can have a harmful effect on their mental health, which then also affects the well-being of the children that they raise. So we wanted to take a deeper look into this issue tonight by hearing directly from you. So today I went out to speak to some parents and grandparents in our community about the stress that they deal with. You'll hear their voices along with a mental health expert on how parents can address their own concerns.
It is so hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Janelle Eade is a mother of 2 and loves being a parent, but admits it's not always easy.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot to be a good mom and do all of the things that come at me in my home and my marriage and my job. It's really hard to juggle all of the things.
And she's not alone. On Wednesday, the U.S. Surgeon General issued an advisory on the mental health and well-being of parents, highlighting the urgent need to better support parents, caregivers, and families. Included in the advisory, the fact that last month, 33% of parents reported high levels of stress compared to 20% of other adults.
Is that surprising to you?
Not at all.
Paul Richardson of Buffalo is a father of 3 adult children and is now helping to raise his 6-year-old granddaughter.
I think the hardest thing right now would be the World Wide Web, the internet, the cell phones. That has changed everything.
Everyone always worries about the world. I mean, it's dangerous out here.
Jade Harris is the proud mother of her 1.5-year-old daughter, Aurora. She says keeping up with the costs of raising a child can be stressful.
Everything's so expensive and you're just trying to get through, so just normal stress, nothing too crazy.
I think a lot of people have a hard time coping with life in general.
JJ Cabin says he tries to handle the stresses of being a parent by maintaining a healthy perspective.
As a parent, the only thing you could do is arm them to make the best decisions, and also not live your life by fear, because that's an example.
Parenting is stressful, and there's a lot of different things, just even in recent years post-COVID, that I think are leading to that additional stress on parents.
Mike Asbeck is a psychiatric PA with Dent Neurologic Institute and also a father of 4.
I'm just very happy that the Surgeon General is raising this concern.
Asbeck says his key takeaways from the advisory were the challenges parents face when it comes to navigating social media, the cost involved in raising a child, and the loneliness parents often deal with.
Historically, parenting was a team sport. You either had family or you had a religious community or even people within your friend group that would chip in and help. And our society, especially post-COVID, is becoming more individualized.
So what can you do if you're struggling to keep up? Asbeck says one tip is to establish a social group to help with care and reduce loneliness, and to also be mindful that finding time for a walk or exercise can go a long way.
I think self-care is so important for parents, and it's a really wonderful thing that when we're a parent, we want to sacrifice ourselves to try and give our kids a good life. But we still have to think about ourselves. We have to think about self-care and making sure that our own mental health is a priority.
Asbeck says stress and parenting go hand in hand. I know firsthand, I have 2 of my own. But if your stress is prolonged and it's negatively impacting your ability to really function, it really is time to reach out for help, whether through a family member, a friend, your primary doctor, or mental health expert.